This is Joe Pugh for IFLTV. We're here in Birmingham ahead of Yafai Rodriguez. Delighted to be joined by the most tanned man in boxing, Mr. Mark Tibbs. Mark, how are you, mate?
Joe, good to see you, mate. I ain't seen you for a little while.
I know, it's been a while.
I've been watching you on screen, but I haven't seen you in person.
Well, I appreciate it, mate. Yeah, been a while, but we'll catch up now. Just straight into it. Giorgio Visioli. Spoke to him. He's so confident now. He's obviously developing in the ring, which you'll see every day, but he's developing as a man as well. When you speak to him, it's night and day from when he first turned pro, when you speak to him, and now his confidence is very much coming over, and you must see that every day.
Yeah, well, I've seen him come along as a young man, but he's always been a phenomenal boxer. Yeah. But he's hardening up. I'm not saying he's ripening him up. I don't want to say that because he's got a little way to go. He's a very cute fighter, box fighter. He's a brilliant box fighter. Yeah, he's a good fighter, and he's coming along as a nice young man too. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that.
He is. He certainly is, and it comes across on camera and off camera. How talented is Giorgio? As in raw talent. I know he's still developing, very young fighter still, but raw talent walking into the gym compared to the elite stars you've had and worked with over the years. Just how good is he?
Well, listen, he's not raw. He's a very skillful box fighter, as I say. He's and he's coming along. He's maturing at the right pace. You know what I mean? You could chuck him in, but you don't do that with a quality fighter. The man lives the life in and out of the ring, and that's what makes him the fighter he is. And obviously he's blessed with a super fighting brain. Yeah.
I know you took him over to America in the Johnny Fisher training camp. I've heard about sparring stories. I know probably don't want to give him away, but the likes of Kamel Moten, one of the highest rated prospects, and getting in there and doing his thing, it's probably very promising to see, right?
Very. It was. Giorgio sparred with the best that America had to offer. He sparred with other guys too, at the top of their game, mature 30-year-old guys, young, aspiring talents like himself, like Kamel Moten and like Giorgio himself, amongst the handfuls of others. And it was really good work for Giorgio, and I learned a lot more about him. And he come on in wonders out there. And he gave a very good account of himself, and it was all very what do I call it, competitive. Yeah. But he was the governor. He was boss. Yeah, he was good.
Mark, I haven't spoke to you since Johnny Fisher versus Dave Allen 2. Yeah. Now the dust has settled. 6 weeks on. How do you assess what happened in the ring that night for Johnny?
Johnny, unfortunately, Dave unravelled him. Our plan was to be as long as we can for as long as we can. Would have had to fight at times, but Dave was just far too experienced, and as I say, he unravelled Johnny. Yeah, and put his shots together. And credit to Dave, he put on a good show that night. And gutted for Johnny. But Johnny's a young heavyweight. Let's get this right. He's a young heavyweight. He can come again. It's up to him if he's got the flavour for the game. And I believe he has. We've chatted a couple of times. We should have met in the gym yesterday, and obviously I had to come here. But I'm sure we're going to talk over the weekend and meet next week in the gym. But I'm here. He's doing some S&C work with Sonny. And so I'm looking forward to the rebuild. We spoke about it. So he can be rebuilt, Johnny Fisher, for sure.
Up until that 5th round, were you pleased with what Johnny was doing? Was it in line with yourself and the whole team's game plan that you put together?
I believe, look, listen, as soon as Fisher was asked never to drop this left hand below his nipple, yeah, at any time. As soon as he dropped it below his ring, Dave read it like a book and took advantage of it. And and as I say, unravelled Johnny, but Johnny did his utmost. He's got the biggest of hearts. He's got the biggest of hearts that I've ever probably worked with. And to take the rematch as well. rematch well as well. So yeah, but he can be rebuilt, Johnny. Yeah.
I know Johnny, Eddie, Adam Morley's management team wanted to take that rematch, but for you, as a trainer, Mark, was it always a case of we need to take that rematch, or would you have preferred him to go down a different option?
Well, listen, I don't really want to talk about. I think it's unfair for me to talk like that right now. I agreed to the rematch along with the team, and we trained our utmost for it. We done everything we could do to try and dominate or control and dominate Dave. But as I say, Dave was far too experienced and unravelled Johnny pretty early and done a good job. So I think it's unfair to me for me to discuss or talk what was. I agree to the fight with the team. Yeah.
No, that's perfectly fine. Well within your rights, Mark. Just one more thing before I let you go. Someone you know very well, Mr. Dillian White. He's getting in there with Moses Itauma. A fight that come from nowhere, from the outside looking in. Do you think it's the right fight for Dillian to take right now?
Well, a couple of you guys just asked me, and to be fair, because I've worked with Dillian, and we was 11 fights, world number 1, unbeaten. When I was working with him, I never thought he would be a step up for people, right? And but listen, so for me to think like that, he obviously believes in himself. He believes he can cause an upset. So credit to Dillian, but I'd much rather have seen Dillian fight AJ. Yeah, but listen.
Chisora trilogy, it's always there.
Chisora trilogy as well. Yeah, great fight in my opinion. But listen, great fight for Moses.
Excellent, Mark. Well, we spoke about Giorgio, Johnny, the rebuild. Dillian, is there anything else you'd like to add? What's going on in the gym, mate? What's going on?
What's going on in the gym? Well, I'm quieting down after Giorgio's fight. I want to just take a back seat for a little bit because
top up my tan,
top up my energy. A couple of other things I'm working on, and I was out in America. I was out in Fuerteventura with Johnny, and this is the last fight for a couple of weeks, Giorgio, and I'm doing a bit with Harley Benn. I was very impressed with his mum. Approached me a few years ago to do some work with him, and I was too busy. But I just done a day-on-day basis with him for 2 weeks, and you know what? I like him. Man can punch. He's natural, and not too sure what he's got in the future. I keep hearing about a fight he's got lined up, but we're going to have a meeting on Monday, and but I'm excited with him. I've tested him out in the bits of sparring the last couple of days, and he's placed his shots very, very well, and yeah.
Yeah, look, it's no secret that he's in line for a fight with Joe Lawrence. I think it's common knowledge, but you'd be happy to train him for that fight?
Yeah, I'm going to be working with him for that fight. I'm not too sure if it's nailed down yet. I don't know. I'm not. I haven't spoke to Callie or Mams, but Harley tells me it is, and I'm happy with that. And I'm happy to work with him because I feel he's got a natural fighting art and talent, and he's lovely young man to work with. I've got to say, hard worker. I think we've done a day-on-day-off basis. He was a bit overweight, and he lost 10 pound in them 2 weeks. So I was happy with that, and he puts in the work.
Excellent, Mark. Thank you very much for being to IFLTV. Best of luck with Giorgio on Saturday night. Good to catch up, mate.
Cheers,